Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. It's great to have you. And as a quick reminder to all, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can across all regions. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel, when you choose to like the videos, and when you choose to share the information with friends, associates, and colleagues. And so with that said, if you've not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and please share the videos. And for additional ways that you can choose to support the channel, please check out the links below. And for additional ways that I can help take your business that next level, check out those links below as well. And with that said, let's get into our topic here today. And it's 8 business tips to manage your gym. 8 business tips to manage your gym. And so number 1 on my list is know your business. Know your business. Become a student of this. Become a student of sales. Become a student of management. Become a student of the industry. Become a student of fitness. Know your business. Okay? Education is the key. This is one of the first things we do with anyone who's looking to open a new gym and they want our help. Is the first thing is the educational component. Okay? We need to know, in a manner of speaking, we need to know what we don't know. Right? Okay, so know your business, become a student of it. And one of the first places, if you struggle with that a little bit, use this channel. We have nearly 1,300 videos by now of how-to help you understand your business and what to look for and how to shorten that learning curve and how to maximize bottom line profitability. Okay, number 2, you want to know the basics of business management. You want to know the basics of business management. And what are some of those basics? How to prepare a budget, how to control that budget, how to drive foot traffic into your business, how do we make sure that get that foot traffic signed up, how to get referrals, how to keep people, once you get them. These are some of the basics of business management in the gym industry. And again, search the channel for additional videos on each of those, to grasp that. Okay, we must know that. Okay, this is not simply let's put in a really nice facility, and people are just going to come in, and people are just going to sign up, and people are just going to stay. This has to be managed, and there's a right way and wrong way to do it. Normally, what the wrong way is, we do nothing in many cases. Okay, or we do too much trial and error. Okay. Again, you can use this channel for additional information on that, but know the basics of business management. Number 3, have the proper attitude. And, this goes on a lot of lists, right? Have the proper attitude. Because what we want to learn to do, learn to focus and learn to give power on the solutions. Okay, identify the problem. Okay, here's what's wrong, but give power to the solutions. Too often, what I see is we give too much power to what's wrong. Okay, the positive attitude. Okay, and one of the best ways you can do that is write a plan of action. Again, you can search the channel here on how to do that, but write a plan of action, because one of the things that you will find if you're not writing this down as a plan of action, doing that will very much give you a sense of control over this and can help change that attitude if it's gone the wrong direction. The other thing I would suggest when it comes to attitude, if we're having some challenges there, because you want that positive expectancy to win, you want that urgency, you want this at the highest levels, be careful who you associate with. If you're associating with naysayers that are telling you it can't be done, that could be dragging you down more than you think. Number 4, get adequate funding. This is one of the big ones when it comes to why businesses struggle. And so before I get into that, check the links below on funding. We've got a couple different opportunities for you there you can check out. You can also go to our website at fmconsulting.net for additional funding opportunities. But have adequate funding. Don't go into this short. Don't go into it having to bootstrap it out of the gate. And there's things you can do. If you're brand new, you can, make sure we get a good pre-sales, make sure we get some abated rent. These are things we're happy to talk to you about. So you can kind of set yourself up for it. But make sure that you've got a budget that's realistic. Okay, it's good to have a second set of eyes on it, and not just you, because we don't want to get overly optimistic. We can run our business that way, but make sure when we're planning, it's realistic in terms of making it work. But you want to make sure if it costs you $50,000 a month to run that, make sure you got $50,000 sitting in the bank, or you've got a line of credit. You can easily access it. Okay, make sure you have plenty of funding. It's one of the bigger causes of lack of success. Usually it's marketing and lack of funding, and they kind of tie in hand a little bit. Number 5, manage your dollars effectively. Learn how to manage your dollars. And so maybe just because you have the money doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend it. And also make sure we're monitoring what's working, what's not working. Okay, if we've got programs that are not performing, don't keep going with them. I know when I get involved in turnarounds, okay, the first thing I do is, hey, how do I stop the bleeding here? And I'm looking for programs, people that are not producing, and if it's not producing, we have to make a change, because we can't spend more than we're bringing in. I mean, it's a basic fundamental, part of business, right? We can't spend more than we're bringing in. We have to be every day, making money every month. There has to be money in that checking account. So let's manage our dollars effectively. And one of the philosophies that I've always used is do more with less. Do more with less. Okay, how can I maximize this? Even, when I first started, I had to do that. But then as I had more success, I had to remind myself, hey, just because we're, making more money doesn't mean we're going to change our philosophy necessarily. It might open the door to more opportunities, but let's make sure we're really maximizing these things. Number 6, manage your time effectively. Manage your time effectively. If you're the boss, learn how to delegate. If somebody else can do it, delegate it. It's that simple. And most people can do most of this. Okay, if you're the owner, we want to make sure there's programs that are driving traffic, that we're recruiting people, we've got funding. These are the things we're focused on. Okay, if your job responsibilities are something different, what are those primary things? But you need to delegate. Okay, you're not going to grow unless you do. Okay, and sometimes it can be a hard thing. There's a tendency, well, just give it to me, I'll do it. Okay, well, delegate to the right folks. Make sure we follow up. Number 7, know how to manage people. Know how to manage people. And I'll say this, it's more effective to pull them than it is to push them. Okay? And here's kind of my definition of this, of management, is what we want to do is we want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. We want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. And what could that be? Regular training? Train them, teach them. Recognize performance. I know one of the things that I always did and still do when I get the chance, somebody makes a sale, thank you. I shake their hand, I say thank you. It could have been the worst day in the history of time, but if they made a sale, thank you, because that's what they were there for. And I'm going to acknowledge it. Okay? And one of my favorite stories, this is back when I was in membership sales, and I had gotten to the point where I was considered to be the number 1 person out of 4 clubs. Okay? And we'd had a day at the club that I was at, I think it was like a Thursday, and we were at big fat 0, which should never happen, particularly if, top producers there. And so it was late at night, and we're at 0, and and I didn't leave. I kind of just hung around just because I didn't want to leave. I felt like I was giving up if I did that. And lo and behold, a customer came in. Okay, he says, "Hey, I know it's late. Can I still look around?" Absolutely. So I took him through and did all the things I was supposed to do. And he came into the office, and he decided that he was going to enroll him and his family, and he was going to write a check for all of them. So it was a big enrollment package, and kind of in terms of the money brought in, it kind of saved the day. Still only 1 enrollment, but the money brought in kind of saved the day. And I'll never forget afterwards, the manager said, "Hey Jim, first of all, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for getting that sale." Look, he goes, "I know it was a long day for you, it was a long day for me, but hey, I appreciate you getting that sale." Just maybe want to work that much harder. Okay, so know how to manage people. Again, you can use information here on the channel to do that. And then number 8 on our 8 business tips to manage a gym. Satisfy your member. Take care of your member. Members are king. There's a direct reflection between the member experience and your attrition. Think about your attrition. First of all, do you know what it is as a percentage on a monthly basis? In most cases, it's higher than you think. I see many clubs that are 4% or higher. If you're getting a 4% attrition every month, you're losing half your member base every year. Okay, we need to get that down. I like to see it down to closer to 2 or 2.5. Okay, but you have to have strategies. It's about satisfying your member, creating that member experience. And a little bit, I know we're in the fitness industry, but a little bit, think about this as the entertainment business as well. We have to entertain because your members, they've got life going on. I mean, they got to take the pet to the vet, and the kids got to stay after school, and there's sporting events, and go to the airport, and they have to go to the store, and the car breaks down, and all the bad news, and we have to keep them on track here. Okay, so it's really about that member experience. So satisfy your members. It's an absolute. Have strategies for it. Again, research the channel on a variety of ways that you can do that. So 8 business tips to manage your gym successfully. Again, folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And as a quick reminder, my focus here on the channel is I want to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can across all regions. And the best way that I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel, when you choose to hit that like button, and when you choose to share the information. So if you've not yet done so, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. And for additional ways you can choose to support the channel, check out those links below. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all in that next video.